Chelsea Football Club writes in tonight's programme, this should be the match of the season. Perhaps it didn't hit the high spots we expected when the two teams met at Old Trafford just about a fortnight ago now. 1-1 the score that night. But I think here at Stamford Bridge, given the extra importance of the occasion, this really could be a classic. Full house of over 34,000 inside the bridge. And I have to say that the biggest stadium in British football would not have been big enough to house all those who wanted to see this match tonight. And of course, a TV audience worldwide of many, many millions. Let's check on the teams then. Beginning with Chelsea, already weakened by the loss of the injured Casaraghi and the departed Laudrup. They've suffered a further blow. Their top scorer, Gustavo Poyet, is likely to be out for 2 months with a knee problem. Their skipper Dennis Wise is out suspended, but the good news is the return after injury of England's Graham Lasso, and following suspension, the Italian international Roberto Di Matteo. Flo and Zola will provide the magic up front. But one of Chelsea's unsung heroes this season has been their Dutch international goalkeeper, Ed de Hoy. And now Manchester United. They welcome back the world's most expensive defender, the Dutchman Jaap Stam, who's missed the last 2 games with an ankle problem. And also back in their attack is Andy Cole. He missed the Boxing Day victory over Nottingham Forest with a groin injury. Gary Neville returns at right back after a 1-match suspension. Well, a vital figure in this United lineup and scorer of so many important goals is England international Paul Scholes. So we're all set to go. Manchester United in their famous red shirts. Chelsea all in blue. A surprisingly mild night here in late December in the fashionable, glamorous west part of London, where Chelsea's magnificent home of Stamford Bridge is situated. The stadium still being rebuilt. Eventually the capacity will be, well, still not near enough to have a seat for all those who want to see Chelsea's home matches, but it should take the capacity up to around 40,000 when the rebuilding work is complete, and a massive hotel and leisure complex, part of the ultra-modern surroundings now. Chelsea second in the table at the start of play. If they win, they'll regain the lead, as I mentioned, from Aston Villa on goal difference. They haven't, incidentally, beaten Manchester United here for 5 years, and they've only beaten them once in the last 7 league games. They lost 1-0 here last season in the Premiership and were hammered in a classic encounter when the two teams met in the FA Cup 3rd round. Manchester United winning 5-3 that day, a little bit more of that, and I'm sure we'll all be happy no matter which way the scoreline goes. In fact, United have a remarkably good record here at Stamford Bridge. If you go back some 23 years, the record reads just 6 wins for Chelsea, 5 matches drawn, and 12 victories in that time for Manchester United. There can't be any other team, I shouldn't think, with such an excellent record at the Bridge as United. And ironically, Chelsea have a wonderful record at Old Trafford. Well, they continued with that recent 1-1 draw. Zola scoring a wonderful goal that night after Andy Cole had given Manchester United the lead. The referee today is one of the Premiership's newest officials. It's only his 3rd season, and that's Mike Riley. A big night for him, a big night for English football here. Well, although we say English football, just look at those names in the Chelsea lineup. So many international stars on view. And the little man there, Zola, in brilliant form at the moment. Only a missing Uruguayan international Gustavo Poyet has scored more goals than him. Chelsea get us underway then. Leboeuf with the first long ball out towards Flo, the Norwegian, who misheaded it straight to Gary Neville. We'll go back to Leboeuf. Decent ball by him in the middle of the field. And Chelsea go forward again with Di Matteo, and Zola's in a great position. And we could have had a goal there inside the first 20 seconds from Gianfranco Zola, who applauds the accuracy of the through ball. For what a sensational start that would have been. He was just onside, I think. Stam just played him onside, and in the form that he's been in at the moment, well, really, you would have expected Zola to finish there. The ever-smiling Italian will nonetheless be disappointed, I think, because what a sensational opening we could have had. Manchester United's defensive record of late has been questionable, to say the least. They've let in 21 goals in their last 11 League and Cup matches, but they are still the Premiership's top scorers with 39. Chelsea going straight at them here from the off. Petrescu beaten in that challenge. Giggs tries to win it back and was fouled by Di Matteo, who produced that quality through ball for Zola moments earlier. Manager Vialli not picking himself tonight. He's got a pretty good scoring record, strangely, against Manchester United, but he doesn't even award himself a place on the substitutes bench. Neville with the long ball forward, easy for Frank Leboeuf. The Frenchman plays it long, looking for Flo. It was headed away then by Ronny Johnsen, the Norwegian international. Chelsea, though, have come out of the blocks flying here. Dubry for them. On this near side of the field, a man who many have rated one of the best fullbacks they've seen here at Chelsea, Ferrer, the little Spanish international. His cross knocked clear. Scholes plays it forward, but Manchester United are virtually camped in their own half at the start here. Lasso looking for Flo. Ronny Johnsen right behind him. And the Norwegian makes the interception, but at the expense of a throw-in. Scored 2 goals on Boxing Day in the 3-0 victory against Nottingham Forest, and up against a fellow Norwegian there, of course, in Flo. It was well to get that ball into the danger area. An awkward header away by Jaap Stam. Now David Beckham for Manchester United. Andy Cole. Great skill by Cole. We're going to see a lot of that tonight. So many quality players on view. There's 2 of them, both England internationals there. Neville and Beckham combining. Finally the ball goes back to Peter Schmeichel. His long kick knocked clear by Ferrer to Irwin. Now Giggs. Infield to Scholes. And now Dennis Irwin, the Republic of Ireland international. That's a great looking ball. And it was as well for Chelsea that Ferrer spotted the danger. Nicky Butt getting in behind him almost. Now Graham Lasso with a long ball forward. Irwin heads that clear to Giggs. Lovely little touch finds Paul Scholes. Manchester United settling now after the almost traumatic opening they endured. Nicky Butt for them. It's a good ball for Cole. Leboeuf takes it off him. Morris muscled out of it by Cole in the middle of the field. And now Giggs for Manchester United. Chelsea have it back. Di Matteo, Ferrer. Giggs took it off him. This is Irwin. Now Nicky Butt, just the start we wanted and hoped for here. Really high-tempo football. David Beckham gets it forward. And the cross to the near post cleared by Leboeuf. Gary Neville on the overlap there for Manchester United. Back in the side after missing the Forest victory through suspension. He was sent off against Spurs. Wonderful atmosphere here at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea, in the memory of most of their supporters, never been league champions because you have to go all the way back to 1955. And quite genuinely, there's a belief around this part of West London this season that sorry tale of lack of achievement could be ended by this present Chelsea side. Graham Lasso, one of their few English players, gets it forward to Fabiano. There's a good ball for Flo. Just hit him on the heel there, enabling Manchester United's Roy Keane, their captain, to come back and clear. Schmeichel. His first clean sheet in a dozen matches on Boxing Day against Nottingham Forest. Babayaro in that left midfield position for Chelsea tonight. And he it is who collects it from Lasso's downward header. Played it straight against David Beckham. Leboeuf's clearance. A header on by little Zola, surprisingly, beating Johnson to the ball. Now Stamm. Schmeichel gets it away. 5 minutes gone at Stamford Bridge. And Chelsea almost scoring virtually from the kickoff. Zola shooting over. It's going to be a busy night, you feel, for Jaap Stam and the other United defenders. If Chelsea can hit their rhythm. Giggs, good ball. Cole, still missing his partner, Dwight York, their leading scorer with 12 goals, out injured. He's missed the last 3 now. Irwin, looking for Scholes. Duberry gets it clear. Keane's header. Now Irwin for Manchester United. He's overplayed that, but Ferrer had to sprint because Ryan Giggs was pressing him down. And no one works harder than Ryan Giggs. Alex Ferguson will have nothing less, I'm sure, from any of his players. Appetite for success after all the years of success. Schmeichel alone has had 4 championship medals in his 8 seasons at Old Trafford. That record alone suggests the players might occasionally ease off, but they never do, these United men. Here's Beckham. Good ball for Scholes. Beckham beaten to it this time. And wins it back off Morris. Chelsea in possession though with Lasso. Now Ed de Hoy closed down by Scholes. Irwin. Slipped at the vital moment, almost gave it away to Petrescu. Keane finds Andy Cole. Ferrer favourite here as he scampers to get it back to Ed de Hoy. Keane wins the header, cleared by Duberry. And then by Stamm at the other end. Irwin. There's little Joni Morris. Now Flo. It's great skill by Flo, upended there surely by Ronnie Johnson. The referee kept his hands behind his back. I don't think he was giving advantage there. I don't think he saw it as a foul, surprisingly. Babayaro, meantime. Di Matteo. Now Zola again. And sets one up for little Morris to hit it. Straight at the defender. Ryan Giggs. Andy Cole. Good ball. Nicky Butt. David Beckham's given it away. To Matteo. He spots the run by Zola. And then overhit it. Quality football at high speed, summing up the qualities that makes the English Premiership so entertaining. David Beckham for Manchester United. Ferrer intercepts. Now Irwin. Andy Cole, Leboeuf closes him down quickly, but he finds a way out, and it goes forward to Nicky Butt. And a foul on Nicky Butt has given Manchester United a free kick in a really dangerous position here. Duberry, the offender. David Beckham has scored many spectacular goals down the years from just such a position as this. De Hoy in the Chelsea goal will know all about the threat that faces him now. Ryan Giggs is the other United option here. But I'd be surprised if Beckham doesn't take this right-footed, although Giggs is just another look at the angle. All will be revealed in a moment. It is Beckham, and it's through the wall. Duberry gets it away. Roy Keane for Manchester United. Nicky Butt, good tackle that was by Duberry. But still United have it with Beckham. Finally, Graham Lasso clears the danger for Chelsea. Good concerted attacking spell by Manchester United there. Now last season, only the second time in the 1990s that Beckham and his teammates have finished without a major trophy, and they certainly want to put that right this season. Still going on many fronts, of course, the FA Cup to come next weekend, and the European Champions League, their big target. But poor clearance, he really played Jody Morris into trouble then. There's Giggs. Pereira wins it back. A little nervous defending then by Chelsea. And then on the halfway line, a foul by Flo. Apparently not on the same wavelength as his teammates, and that's a spell of pressure. Neville plays it forward, the header on. Well, surely Scholes was caught from behind there. He can't believe he hasn't got a free kick for that, and I would support him. Graham Lasso looking for Flo. Toranandra Flo finding Zola. Stam's clearance high into the night. Di Matteo, and then cleared by Ronnie Johnson. Graham Lasso. It's a decent effort from that range, and it took a deflection, and the first corner of the game to Chelsea in the 12th minute. Dewberry will come forward. Zola, the smallest man in the team, will take the kick. Dewberry getting up high, and the header wasn't by him, it was by Flo coming in behind him. The ball sailing over Dewberry's head, but it was a well-practiced routine because Flo made a late run into the box to head it just wide. Schmeichel always knew that was going wide, and in any case, Dennis Irwin had that post covered. 8 goals this season for Andre Flo, the Norwegian international. Abbayaro has given it away to Cole, who tries to find Scholes. Good defending by Graham Lasso. He's back into the side tonight after injuring his knee against United at Old Trafford a couple of weeks ago. Ridiculous. Scholes must have realised he was never going to get away with that. In fact, he might even be yellow carded by the referee for obstructing Edgar Hoy as he was trying to kick the ball clear there. The referee's come a long way over to have a word with him. Tell him not to do that again, naughty boy. Did he do anything wrong? I'm not sure he did. He was surely entitled to make an attempt to knock down that clearance from the goalkeeper. Anyway, he wasn't cautioned, but a free kick has gone against him. Stam couldn't win the header. Neville covered brilliantly then. Beckham given away to Lasso. Two England teammates in direct opposition tonight, and internationals face each other all over the park. Manchester United beat Forest 3-0 on Boxing Day to record their first win in 7 matches. It represents their worst run in 6 years. Well, ironically, the last time it did happen, they went on to win the title. A little confrontation there. Cole and Lasso. Mr. Riley will have words with both. Just got a bit niggly then. Graham Lasso, a player with a poor disciplinary record, it has to be said. So exactly what happened here. It certainly was a foul. Well, much to do about nothing really, and no cards produced. Sensible referee. Here's Di Matteo, meanwhile, for Chelsea. Just showed a little bit too much of the ball there to Giggs, but his clearance wasn't the best. Coming in field. Gas defending there by Manchester United on the edge of their own box. There's Morris for Chelsea. Good spell for them. Dewberry plays it long, looking for Flo. Clearance by Ronnie Johnson has gone to Zola. And Morris ahead of him, and Morris just beaten to it by Jaap Stam. Tremendous pressure on any player in possession. They just don't get time to settle. Lovely skill from Zola. And now Petrescu. And the Romanian into a good position here, but then gave it away. Pereira for Chelsea, playing well here. And that's a great ball too. But the volley by Di Matteo was always destined to reach the crowd rather than the back of United's net. Back in the side tonight after a one-match ban, Roberto Di Matteo. And he has not been able to reproduce his goal-scoring form this season. Just over a quarter of an hour gone at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea 0, Manchester United 0. Foul there by Scholes on Leboeuf. Leboeuf waiting for a bit more movement from his teammates. Finally, a lovely ball. Fight it forward to Zola. Zola tries to release flows, given offside. Tight call, but the linesman was quite short. Roy Keane for United. Now Dennis Irwin, forced backwards by Petrescu. Schmeichel over the head of Giggs. Pereira got it away. Another offside decision. Zola smiles his approval at the linesman. Zola back to his best after a disappointing season last time round. Failed to make Italy's World Cup squad as a result of that. And straight through from one keeper to the other. Good kick by Ed de Hoy this time. Jaap Stam heads it away. Irwin's clearance has gone out. Chelsea have a throw and they can keep the pressure on here. 17 minutes gone, no goals. And I think a little between the sides. Chelsea enjoying more possession and certainly had the best scoring chance within 20 seconds. Zola hitting it over the bar. Keane then fouling Flo. Chelsea free kick. There's some danger here because of their strength in the air with Duberry, Flo and Leboeuf. All good headers of the ball. In particular, the one for United to keep an eye on here. Zola hits it wide to Lasso. Well blocked. Did really well there, David back there. Nicky Butt rather for United. Still Chelsea have possession. Di Matteo, good ball. And a good ball forward from Zola finds Petrescu. Two in the box. Flo is one of them. Took it down beautifully. But in the end, Manchester United closed him down, and the shot went wide. Excellent football though from Chelsea. Lovely flowing move here, if you pardon the pun, because it was at the feet of Flo that the ball finally arrived, and he did well. It was an awkward ball to control. Taken a long time to get a regular place in this Chelsea team. Toro André Flo scored 15 goals in his first season here, despite starting so many matches on the substitutes bench. Keane winning it back for United, finding Beckham. Lasso dealt with his cross well. Neville. Looking for Scholes in the box. Oh, Leboeuf covered well then. Scholes with a little back heeler, trying to set Andrew Cole free. And Leboeuf spotted the danger early. Roy Keane for Manchester United. Leaves it to Neville. The cross is decent. Scholes beaten again by Leboeuf though. this has been a smashing game already. Almost 20 minutes gone. And so little between the sides. Chelsea just a shade the better for me at the moment. Flow in possession for that. Di Matteo, good ball forward. Petrescu given so much time to turn there. Not quite sure what United's defence were doing. Babayaro, Di Matteo. Chelsea are really up for this, you can sense it. Good football. This is top-notch stuff. Dubry. And spots the run from Di Matteo. And he almost got in then. The crowd screaming for a free kick against Gary Neville. I think the referee, Mr. Riley, made the right decision. Play on. David Beckham booed at every touch because people still blame him for England's World Cup exit all those months ago. He's getting used to that sound now, I think. And it doesn't bother him one jot. There's Owen. Nicky Butt. Stamp. Clean slipping but retaining possession. LeBeuf's having a mountainous game at the back there for Chelsea. Now Babayaro. Finds Zola. Oh, it's a great run by the little man, and he's got in a great shooting position. Saved and knocked wide by Flo. Wonderful football by Chelsea. Flo, you feel really ought to have scored and given them the lead, but what a run by Gianfranco Zola. Vintage stuff from the little Italian here. Look at the way his quick feet deceived the defenders, got himself into a great position. Schmeichel knocked it out straight into the path of Flo, who I believe really should have scored here. Well, he left Jack Stamford dead, Zola. They were on their feet on the bench. They must have thought they were going to celebrate a goal then. Zola looks in absolutely superb form. And of course, he has had the two best efforts of the game. But United must never be discounted for long. And Scholes comes forward for them. And Cole's onside here. And he's round the keeper. Dubry got it away and straight into the hands of a very grateful Ed Dohoy. Well, I really thought a goal was on here. He held his run, beat the offside trap, and once he'd beaten the goalkeeper, you really thought he was going to finish Andy Cole. And now twice in the space of, 90 seconds, we've come very close to the opening goal. Midway through the first half at Stamford Bridge. And it's the sort of match already that you don't want to end. Wonderful stuff. Scholes. He hit Nicky Butt on the heel and played through to Flo. Rising in anticipation, but then Jaap Stam got it away. And as far as Ferrer. Chelsea playing some cracking stuff here. Jody Morris onto Lasso. Di Matteo. Morris again. They're really enjoying this, these Chelsea players. Good ball finds Di Matteo. Into Flo. Well, he's getting away from his marker consistently, Flo. And that's dangerous from United's point of view. There's been some scintillating football played, particularly by Chelsea. Incidentally, there is another Premiership match taking place tonight at Ellen Road, where Leeds United are in front against Wimbledon. The Portuguese player Bruno Ribeiro, the goal scorer. Leeds 1, Wimbledon 0. Giggs plays it forward, Dubry away. Petrescu. Oh, that's good skill. Ferrer. Flo took a difficult ball brilliantly then, but has given it away. LeBeuf wins it back, and it breaks to Zola almost. Gary Neville's interception. Di Matteo very influential in the middle of the field on his return to the Chelsea side tonight. call which way this game is going to finish at this stage. Both teams have had their little spells of pressure. Excellent football all round. Chelsea, for me, have been the better side in the opening 25 minutes. But only just. There's Neville for United. Beckham on the right. And Neville thought about going back to Schmeichel with that ball. It's going to end up with the keeper anyway. He's unbelievably relaxed, shall we say, when he goes onto those back passes, Peter Schmeichel. He made a terrible mess of one against Nottingham Forest on Boxing Day, but here's Beckham for United. Keane. Dubry steps in to win it back again. He anticipates things so well, the Frenchman, and finds Flo with an excellent through ball. Stan got it away. Irwin under pressure. Flo's there again for Chelsea. Good tackle. Di Matteo. Zola goes down. Free kick given, and this is right in Zola territory. United furious with themselves that they have conceded a free kick here that could almost be like a penalty with Zola around. But it really was a penalty. It was close enough, wasn't it? But I tell you, Zola is well capable of finding the net here. It is, what, a couple of feet, no more, from the edge of the box. And Peter Schmeichel knows he's got to position the wall right, and he's got to be on his toes himself to prevent a goal here. Zola didn't get enough pace on it. He got all the accuracy that you would have wanted, and Schmeichel collided with the post in keeping it out. It's so difficult close in like this to get the ball up over the wall, get it down again, and get enough power on it to beat the goalkeeper. Zola is in sparkling form and finds Flo! Schmeichel did well then. I tell you, if he hadn't have come racing from his goal, I think Flo could have easily gone on and scored there. I think Schmeichel saved Manchester United in that moment. Sometimes you can criticise goalkeepers for coming that far out because it's, well, it's a win or lose situation, isn't it? If they get it wrong, a goal must result. But he did brilliantly then, Schmeichel. Well, between them, Flo and Zola have already, what, 4 or 5 decent opportunities. Not criticising them for missing them, because they've not been easy, any of them. And certainly Chelsea will be happiest with the way the half's gone so far. United can strike when you're least expecting it. Ryan Giggs for that. Irwin, who are 5 in the box here, Manchester United. The cross knocked away by Petrescu. Scoring his new blonde rinse. Irwin. This is Giggs. Good ball for Beckham. Good tackle. But Irwin turns it back in. You keep on tackling away here with Graham Lasso. Linesman, perfectly placed, has given a corner. So unhappy with the decision, but it's not going to change. Manchester United's first corner, almost half an hour gone. Beckham takes it. Watch out for Ronnie Johnson. Well, it never reached him. Di Matteo got it away. And then Flo, defending on the edge of his own box. And look at the way Zola's moving here to keep the pressure going on Neville, and he's still running. Dubry's clearance. Stan in bravely there as the boot was raised high. Free kick given. Ryan Giggs. This is Scholes. Here's Giggs again. Well played. And also well played for her to take it off him. Keane comes back to win it again and was fouled. Free kick to Manchester United. And it looks like the first caution of the game for Roberto Di Matteo. Seemed a bit harsh to me that. It was a foul. I wouldn't have thought it was a cautionable offence. The referee, however, did. Genuinely mistimed attempt to win the ball. Posse of players there near the penalty spot as Beckham and Giggs debate who should take the kick. A dummy run by Beckham. And finally in it goes, and the linesman had flagged on that far side. The referee acknowledges the flag, so even if a goal had resulted there, it wouldn't have counted. Not quite sure what the linesman saw, but anyway, Scholes' header easily stopped. Incidentally, Wimbledon have just equalised against Leeds United at Ellen Road, thanks to the Jamaican international Robbie Earl. Leeds won, Wimbledon won. And that match kicked off a little earlier than this. It's the half-time situation. Dewberry defending well for Chelsea. And the referee appears to have awarded him the free kick as well. By Andy Cole. And it's almost the first pause we've had since the kick-off. Time for a breather for the players. Haven't even seen either of the physios called on yet. A clean game as well as a brilliant football match. Di Matteo. Here's Lascelles. Should be Stams. But he almost made a mess of things. I'm sure he wasn't intending to do that. Schmeichel gets it away. Ryan Giggs beaten by Ferrer. There's little Paul Scholes. Gives it away to Petrescu. Irwin wins it back for United. Fourth, incidentally, at the start of play, Manchester United, 34 points. If they win, they'll go above Chelsea into second place. Here's Cole, laying it on for Nicky Butt. And Butt did well to pull it back, but yet again, Leboeuf anticipated so well. Now Morris. The ebb and flow of this game is really quite something. Babayaro. It's a decent ball, and well spotted by Ronnie Johnson. Jody Morris doing well for Chelsea. Manchester United managed to draw tonight. They would still move above Arsenal into third place on goal difference. I'm sure at this point they'd settle for a draw. But here's Flo threatening them yet again. He's getting closer and closer. Sign for Manchester United. Wasn't an easy ball to hit that. He did well to bring it down so well. Well, the statistics about goal attempts underline Chelsea's dominance at the moment. With them having had 10, just 3 for Manchester United. It's a pretty fair reflection, I think, of the way the half has gone for Alex Ferguson's team. Whilst it's 0-0, that's all that really matters. Giggs drives one into the box, straight at Ferrer. He's taken a risk and given it away to Beckham. Dewberry against Giggs. Goal kick. Giggs can't believe it. Thought his team were going to get a corner there. Babayaro. Scamp. Babayaro has it back. Now he's given it to Keane. Now Beckham. Ferrer intercepts and finds Petrescu. Referee deflected that straight to Babayaro. Zola makes a run. He's in a great position, and here he is. And still, and Lasso, he gave him a difficult ball to deal with, but they've got a corner out of it. Chelsea wind up the pressure in the final 10 minutes of a marvellous first half here at the Bridge. And the backward header by Leboeuf hit the man behind him, David Beckham. Another corner. These set pieces from Zola, so difficult to deal with. And Schmeichel hesitated on that occasion, but fortunately for him and Manchester United, he might have judged it right because the ball's gone out. Goal kick. Chelsea unbeaten in the league since the opening day of the season, and the year, of course, is just about to end. They haven't lost in a Premiership game since they went down to Coventry back in the warm sunshine of August. 18 league games without defeat. A fantastic record. Leboeuf beats Scholl to it. Giggs. Owen. Clearance by Albert Ferrer. Owen gets it back from Keane. Giggs hasn't really got into the game as yet for Manchester United. Stam finding Ronnie Johnson. And the linesman's flag finds Paul Scholes offside. Manchester United have drawn 4 of their last 7 matches in the league. 1 victory, 2 defeats in that time. Here's Zola for Chelsea. Almost found Flo in space then. Now Babayaro. Graham Lasso. Flo again. Lasso knocks it long. Morris. Seemed to have nowhere to go, but finds a way out through Babayaro. Now Lasso. Really whipped that cross in. Zola did well just to keep it in play, and because of his determination there, Zola has earned his team a throw-in. Trascu takes quickly. Flo. Whoops. Good skill, but you've got to take the ball with you. He's still going. Dubry. It's all a bit tight in there, but they found a way out. And here's Di Matteo. Keane intercepts. Paul Scholes. Just took it off him then, Jody Morris, but Manchester United keep coming forward. Neville and Beckham. That's good defending by Graham Lasso. He's winning that battle against Beckham at the moment. Stam at the other end, guards it back to Schmeichel. Graham Lasso on top form. Became a father, incidentally, on Christmas Day. His wife giving birth to a baby daughter. Dubry's header. And now King. This is Irwin. Manchester United finishing the half strongly. Neville. Beckham. Nicky Butt. Let it run, and that was a mistake. And Flo being fouled by Ronnie Johnson. And suddenly the ball breaks here to Zola. What on earth were Manchester United doing? Well, Schmeichel has saved them from a real embarrassment. And Zola again found himself one-on-one with the goalkeeper. It was a terrible ball by Keane. So unlike him. to make a mistake of that magnitude. A mistake that could well have cost a goal. Here's Flo again. Good ball for Petrescu. Zola up alongside him. He was fouled by the challenge there, Petrescu. From Dennis Irwin, but the referee hasn't given anything. Into the final 5 minutes of an outstanding first half at Stamford Bridge. And the only thing missing has been a goal. When you consider that most of these players had a game only 2 or at most 3 days ago, it really is a tribute to their fitness as well as their skill that they've been able to provide such rich entertainment here. Michael delivers a huge kick. Andy Cole can't get in behind Leboeuf. Dubry covering well again for Chelsea. Now Babayaro for that. Zola and Flo ahead of him. Had to check. Beckham wouldn't allow him to get forward. So does, however. Zola takes over. And it's not often he gives it away. Ronnie Johnson. Swapping passes with Roy Keane. Ooh, Mickey Butt almost gave it away. Gary Neville. Although United are defending reasonably well, they haven't really got going as an attacking force here. And now Flo tests them again with a long loafing run. The shot well off target at the end of it. But the combination of little and large, Flo and Zola, is breathtaking at times for Chelsea. So different as footballers, but so effective as a combination. Dubry's header. Petrescu turns it on. Zola will keep the pressure on Ronnie Johnson here. Petrescu did brilliantly. Zola again, and Zola gets in behind the first challenge, but not the second one from Dennis Irwin. Scholes, Dubry, in an excellent game as well. And that's a good ball, and Zola was onside. He's got Petrescu and Flo ahead of him. Babayaro arriving, and can you believe that Zola did that? I don't think even he can. He's pointing to the divot that caused that. He's not too happy with the groundsman at the moment. And you have to say, I'm sure he's right, because a player of his ability just does not make mistakes like that unless there's a good reason for it. Obviously bobbled up just as he was trying to cross there. In fact, the pitch not in the best condition, it must be said, here at Stamford Bridge. Pretty pot-marked and a muddy surface. There have been absolute rivers of rain falling over London in the last month or so, and particularly in the last couple of days. So it's not entirely surprising. Leboeuf's free kick, headed away by Jaap Stam. Dubry gets it clear. Morris beaten to it by Nicky Butt. Roy Keane. Ryan Giggs coming in from his left wing role to try and find some space, and then giving it away to Leboeuf. Good skill from Morris. This is Lasso. Babayaro hasn't been too effective as yet. Babayaro. Di Matteo chasing here against Ronnie Johnson, and that was enough again to force the hurried clearance. Chelsea throw. They're taking it quickly. The ball whipped into Zola. It was Irwin who was covering well to get it clear. Had that been Flo rather than Zola, United might have had a problem. Ferrer finds Morris. This is Leboeuf. Lasso. Zola again in the centre. Flo, Zola, and again the two combine, and finally the shot by Morris blocked, and Manchester United could counter-attack here with Cole. Now Now with Ryan Giggs. Keane has drifted away to the left. He couldn't find him accurately. Correa knocks it behind for a throw. It obviously came off Giggs. It's a Chelsea throw. And that certainly came off Giggs. So another Chelsea throw, using him as target practice at the moment as we move into the first half stoppage time. There haven't been any stoppages that I can remember, and indeed the referee obviously can't either, because he has blown the whistle to bring to an end a breathtakingly good first half here at Stamford Bridge. Some wonderful football. Zola shakes his head. He knows he's had a couple of golden opportunities to give Chelsea the lead. Schmeichel saved on one occasion. Flo might easily have scored, should have scored probably from the rebound. Flo himself has had a couple of chances as well. It's been excellent, but it's been goalless at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea 0, Manchester United 0. Down the dressing room corridor and out onto the pitch again here. Certainly Toro André Flo had as many opportunities as anyone else on the field in that first half. One in particular, when Schmeichel had saved Zola's shot, he probably really ought to have done better from. But 0-0, the half-time score. And as we start the second half, we will start it with exactly the same personnel out there on the pitch. Neither Alex Ferguson nor his opposite number Gianluca Vialli has made any changes. And Alex Ferguson, I'm sure, if you asked him at this moment whether he'd settle for the point that they currently have from this game, I'm pretty convinced he'd say yes, because Chelsea is becoming one of the most difficult away fixtures in English football, and it's been easy to see why. Chelsea, who finished 4th in the Premiership last season, a long way as it happened behind Arsenal and Manchester United, but their home record showed 13 wins, 2 draws and 4 defeats, and one of the 4 teams to win here was Manchester United. In fact, the only teams that won here last season all finished in the top 7: United, Villa, Blackburn and Arsenal. Offside there. Flo. Free kick to Manchester United, if you should need reminding, in the red shirts, and attacking the goal to the right in this second half. Zola has been in sparkling form so far for Chelsea, who will regain the lead under Vialli's leadership on goal difference from Aston Villa if they win tonight. If they don't win, though, they will find Manchester United breathing down their necks even more. But a chance here for United. Cole knocking it forward and spectacularly away by Frank Leboeuf. Flo coming to win it back for Chelsea. Remember, if United win tonight, they would go above Chelsea into second place. The stakes are high, not just in terms of points, but also psychologically, you feel, between two of the biggest championship contenders this season. Nobody's clearance. Roy Keane playing it all the way back to Peter Schmeichel. Dewberry's had an excellent game. Giggs. Petrescu has it back for Chelsea and finds Zola. Now Morris. Clever little ball. Petrescu again. Couldn't keep it in play though. Nicky Butt for Manchester United, who will want to offer more, I'm sure, in this second half as an attacking force than they managed in the first. That's a poor ball by Nicky Butt. Rousseau launches it early. Teddy Sheringham is on the bench for Manchester United tonight, should Sir Alex Ferguson wish to make a change in attack. Sheringham has played in the last couple of games anyway because of the injuries which have affected the deadly duo of Cole and York, who come together and played so well in the early part of their careers as a partnership. Now suddenly Chelsea threaten again here with Zola. That's terrific defending by Stamm. Opportunity coming from nothing there for Chelsea, and Stamm made sure it got nothing. Here's Morris. Flo, awkward header for him, and for Neville. Still under pressure, here's Flo again! Well, he has looked the man most likely to score so far tonight, Tore Andre Flo. Managed ratio of almost a goal every other match, both for club and country in the last couple of years, Flo. Scored for Norway in the World Cup finals against Brazil, a goal I'm sure he'll treasure for the rest of his life. There's clearance, and then by Dubry. Manchester United go forward with Nicky Butt, and that's a fine ball. Giggs, the defender. He finds Roy Keane. On to Gary Neville. Brilliant defending again from Frank Leboeuf. And when he comes forward like this, he's as accurate as anyone on the field. Babayaro, Flo, Stan the defender. Babayaro, chances here for Chelsea surely. Babayaro couldn't make his mind up. Morris plays it in, and Stan got it away with ease. Now Cole. Dubry chases it down and wins the ball back. And then the tackle by Cole on Dubry has meant a free kick being awarded to Chelsea. Cole not happy with the decision, and he'll be even unhappier to see the referee reach for the dreaded yellow card. Dived in a bit. Scored the goal in the 1-1 draw at Old Trafford. 10 so far this season for Andy Cole. Chelsea's free kick then. Flo, Dubry, and also Babayaro hanging around with intent on the edge of the box. And Dubry's header! Well, he's not exactly a renowned goal scorer, Michael Dubry, though strangely he does tend to get them in important matches. And he was strong enough there to beat the defender to it. Stan the man. And Chelsea have started the second half as brightly as they did the first. Still goalless. Flo. Petrescu. Not long towards Di Matteo. Schmeichel out to intercept. It's a bit of a torrid time against Flo and Zola tonight. Yep, Stam. Still in English football, a number of question marks about Stam. Certainly about the fee that United paid for him, £10.75 million. He's beaten again there by Zola, and that's a great ball for Flo. Schmeichel timed his run out to perfection and had to whip the ball off the toe of the Chelsea player. Lovely skill again from Zola, who's been absolutely outstanding tonight. Cole. And again, that's a good ball too for Giggs. Danger here. Dubry got it away though. Petrescu, Di Matteo. Gets it back from Morris. Di Matteo in space again. Finding Zola. Lovely football, oh that was so unlucky. Zola almost releasing Di Matteo into space then, and again he skips over the challenge. He's been breathtakingly good, Zola. And Chelsea looking fine here. Babayaro for them. The ball flicked on by Morris, and Stan did well then for Manchester United. Two Italians combining in the early part of that move, and the Dutchman looking a bit bemused at times. And indeed, his Norwegian partner. Huge kick by Schmeichel. No problem for De Hoy, who's 6'5". Incidentally, Leeds United have regained the lead in their match against Wimbledon, the only other Premiership fixture tonight. David Hopkins scoring. And it's now Leeds 2, Wimbledon 1 there. Leeds, one of the teams who, well, David O'Leary, their manager, keeps saying, no way we can win the championship. If they keep getting results, they're in a challenging position, that's for sure. Villa, Manchester United, Chelsea, Arsenal, Leeds, and with 3 successive victories behind them, maybe Liverpool can even sneak into the picture yet. It could be one of the best championships in years, this. And the result of this match will be very significant. And again, Dubry getting the better of Andy Cole, which he has done through most of the evening so far. Chelsea managed to win 3 trophies in the last few months. The League Cup, the European Cup-Winners' Cup, the European Super Cup. The league title, of course, is what they really crave here at Stamford Bridge, and maybe Vialli's the man who is going to finally deliver. You might have seen Desailly sitting behind him there. Not a bad substitute, eh? A World Cup winner on the bench who's been out for the last 4 games through injury. I wonder if we'll see him late on. Bit of a loose pass there by Leboeuf, although he dealt with it well. Here's Keane. Beckham. Good ball for Neville. And it was Zola working as hard as anyone on the field who closed him down. David Beckham, that's brilliant touch. Jody Morris got it away. It'll be a corner if it goes here. Rousseau was anxious that it didn't, but he has failed to stop it crossing the line. Corner it is. United's first of the second half. Tolerant of abuse for David Beckham as he goes across to take it. Stam and Janssen both forward here. And it was Leboeuf who got there ahead of anyone. But Manchester United still have possession with Ryan Giggs. And Beckham. And a dangerous ball back in. Chelsea defend again. And defend well. And again, Petrescu clear this time, but still United come forward. Finally, Ronnie Jansson's given it away. And Leboeuf's tackle has left Nicky Butt lying injured and sees Chelsea on the counter-attack. Oh, that's great play by Neville. He had to do that. Nicky Butt still injured following that Frank Leboeuf challenge. Let's have a look at it again. No wonder he was lying injured. He really caught him then. The referee had that view of the incident. I think Mr. Leboeuf, or Monsieur Leboeuf, would have been shown a yellow card, whatever that is in French. And Dubry's in trouble here against Cole, but he got out of trouble with his own pace. Can't take liberties when Cole's around. Here's Giggs. Taken off him by Ferrer, knocked on by Zola to Flo. And that's a foul. Chelsea wanted to take it early, but thought better of it. So Flo trots forward instead. Now the free kick's been taken for Petrescu. Ferrer. Manchester United's throw. Sign yet of the free-flowing attacking football that United have enthralled us all with this season, both at home and in Europe. Top scorers in the Premiership, remember, with 39 goals, although in fairness, York out of the side tonight. Cole only just back after injury, and they're up against a splendid Chelsea team that haven't allowed them to do much attacking. And they go forward themselves with Petrescu and now with Di Matteo. And still, now Flo. Looking for Zola in the middle. Morris. And it breaks to Andy Cole. And the layoff was excellent to Giggs. He had to take it wide. He had no one in support down the centre there, Giggs. And the ball into the box. Almost found Beckham. case of so many players cancelling each other out tonight. That's gone out. Chelsea's throw. Disagreement between Messrs Keane and Neville. Huge noise sweeping around Stamford Bridge. Alex Ferguson's seen it all, heard it all before, of course, as indeed are his battle-hardened players. They know that one moment of quality could turn this game. Petrescu for Chelsea. Owen denying him room. And that's been the story of the night. Offensively, there's been more to admire, I guess, from Manchester United's point of view than in an attacking sense. But it's getting results in matches like this that makes potential champions into real ones. Babayaro, flow in space here. The crowd rises in anticipation. He's had to let the ball go out of the area, and in the end, Nicky Butt cleared his cross quite easily. Some activity I can see down on the touchline. I think they might be about to see a substitution. Not quite sure for whom yet. As we rapidly approach the hour mark here at Stamford Bridge without a goal. Chelsea 0, Manchester United 0. Wherever you're watching, I trust you're enjoying seeing two of the big championship contenders for the Premiership this season. The substitution is, as you can see, going to be made by Manchester United, and Teddy Sheringham is the man coming on, and Paul Scholes is the man that he will replace. Teddy Sheringham, who started 3 of the last 4 games anyway, after almost 2 months out with injury and then unable to get his place back in the team, has the chance now to show what he can do with half an hour remaining. Zola for Chelsea. And Sheringham was a former Tottenham player. Didn't get a very warm reception from the Chelsea fans. Dubry. Too strong that ball for Di Matteo to control. He might have used his hand anyway. That seems to be what the linesman was flagging. Babayaro's clearance. Straight to Neville. Nicky Butt. And now you have Stam. Decent ball. Chelsea backing off for the moment as Sheringham makes his first contribution to the night. Who will get the big breakthrough in this game? A match of such significance. A match which could see Chelsea regain the leadership of the Premiership, or alternatively could see Manchester United move above them. Michael again, so relaxed. There's Neville. That's a good looking ball for Cole. And Dubry with the header. Well, there so. But now United come forward again. Roy Keane for that. Cole in the middle, and De Hoy had to punch that one away. Did well there, the goalkeeper. And a counter-attack led by Babayaro for Chelsea. Good tackle by Stam. Once you commit yourself to ground like that, you've got to be sure you're going to win the ball, otherwise you are in trouble. Nothing much between the sides a fortnight ago at Old Trafford. Nothing much between them tonight. Chelsea certainly marginally the better side, and in an attacking sense, comfortably the better side. And still goalless. Di Matteo. Petrescu. Looks for Zola in the box. And Ronnie Johnson heads it away. Owen. A dangerous ball that. Manchester United playing some very calm football. Sheringham. Foul by Dewberry. No, the referee hasn't given it. And Dewberry goes on, flows offside. Relief for Manchester United, who I think would have been angry if anything had come from that, because they believe that was a foul by Dewberry. Certainly Flo was offside. Sheringham clearly not happy with the decision. Nicky Butt. This is Owen. Cole chasing here. LeBeuf the defender, and he's beaten him to it. And LeBeuf made sure he got no further with that tackle. And the referee is going to have a word here with Chelsea's Frenchman. Sure, he's going to yellow card him here. LeBeuf's run away as we see the incident again, but I don't think he's going to escape without a yellow card. But that indeed he hasn't. Caution, a deserved one for LeBeuf, who was lucky to get away with not being carded earlier in the game for a pretty horrendous challenge from Nicky Butt. Dangerous position this. Manchester United's free kick. Is this the moment of the breakthrough as Beckham whips it in towards the far post stand? Couldn't quite direct the header back goalwards, and suddenly it's Chelsea who break with Graham Lasseau, and they've got 4-5 players forward in this attack. Oh, Lasseau ran straight into trouble. Well, that's not doing justice to Gary Neville. Good skill from Beckham. Keane. Now Neville. He's played that against Flo. Alex Ferguson, the Manchester United manager, is virtually on the pitch screaming advice, if you can diplomatically call it that, to his players. LeBeuf gets it away from Sheringham. Manchester United enjoying perhaps a little more of the play in this second half. 20 minutes gone. Still Chelsea 0. Manchester United 0. Neville's long throw. Sheringham touches it down to Beckham. And Beckham into the box. Dewberry got it away. And once it goes into that 6-yard area, you cannot take risks. And Dewberry didn't. And quite rightly with Cole behind him. Over the head of Ronnie Johnson, Jody Morris got it clear. Straight back in again to Beckham. And here's Cole. And still Cole. And when he laid it off to Keane, Keane wasn't really at the right angle, you always felt. His body shape didn't look right for the volley. Couldn't get over the ball. Leaning back. And over it goes. Attendance has just been declared as 34,741. Virtually every match at Stamford Bridge is a sellout anyway. And this one could have been sold out time and time again. Dewberry. Sheringham wouldn't let him find a way out. Midway through the second half. Still goalless at Stamford Bridge. Irishmen combine again. Nicky Butt, good ball forward, and here he is again. Giggs. This is Irwin. How close Pereira was, but Giggs gets his cross in, and De Hoy dealt with it brilliantly, and it's come out to Roy Keane. But Chelsea have it back, and on the counter-attack, Babayaro in possession. Ham did well then. Very well. Beckham for United. Sheringham. Now Neville. Neville opts for the long ball. And Chelsea hesitating. But I thought his goalkeeper was going to claim that. He was not at all happy with Ed De Hoy then. You see him calling for the keeper to come and collect. And Petrescu's been beaten. Danger here. And Sheringham lost it between his own feet. And Chelsea were lucky then. A really threatening moment. Meantime, Zola finds Flo. Stam used his strength then, and the referee's actually given the free kick in Manchester United's favour. As we see at the other end, how Irwin deceived Petrescu, and that was the moment really where the chance was gone when Sheringham miscontrolled it. Stamp. Leboeuf in trouble against Cole and brings him down perilously close to the edge of the box, and unbelievably the free kick's gone the other way. I can't quite figure that one myself. The linesman gave it. Andy Cole is equally mystified. Let's see. Well, I think he's given a handball presumably, but I don't know that he could have done anything about it as the ball bounced up. Well, he maybe did bring his right hand towards it. Relief for Leboeuf anyway. 20 minutes to go. Enormous kick again from Schmeichel. And Beckham smashed it straight at Leboeuf. Neville, Keane, Beckham. Sheringham in space. And he drilled that one to Neville. And the cross goes in towards Sheringham. Well, connected pretty well, but well off target as well. Way to score for you from tonight's other Premiership match at Ellen Road, where Wimbledon, in true fashion, will not lie down and die. Don't adhere to the script at all. For the second time in the match, they're back level. It's now Leeds 2, Wimbledon 2. Carl Court, the scorer of Wimbledon's equaliser. Giggs for Manchester United. Good ball in. Difficult for Dewberry. Irwin. Keane. Sheringham let it run on. Beckham. And Lasso claiming that came off the United man. And the throw taken early finds Keane. It's a good challenge by Lasso to win it back. Neville. Beckham. Difficult here for Leboeuf. And a foul by David Beckham. And there was an angry reaction from Roy Keane towards the linesman. And Jody Morris was about to come off, and no disgrace, being replaced by one of the world's greatest players, Marcel Desailly. Back in Chelsea colours again, having missed 4 matches with a knee injury. The £4.5 million man from AC Milan, signed after playing a key role in helping France win the World Cup. Sent off, in fact, in the final, you remember. He's now on to add his muscular presence in midfield. Dubry plays it forward, Zola's onside. Schmeichel collects. Well, I still think although Flo's had a number of opportunities and looked a likely goal scorer all night, to me Zola is the one man with the quality. Well, there are several players with sufficient quality, let's face it, but Zola the one man who could turn this game Chelsea's way. But at the moment they've got to defend. Well, there on Andy Cole. Manchester United free kick. 17 minutes remaining. 0-0 the score. Danger here for Chelsea. Stan edge of the 6-yard box. Ronnie Jansson's there as well. And again De Hoy opts to fist it away and did so well. Here is Zola. And what a break here. Petrescu, oh, he was just muscled out of it. Schmeichel's clearance. They're getting squeezed into midfield. Zola finds room as ever and finds Ferrer. They've got a guard against offside here. Hasn't happened. Neville hooks it away. So, Fabiano. The little Nigerian plays it infield to Desai, who gets his first touch. Now Leboeuf. Good ball. Flo. Zola. Flo again. Great movement. Zola's there. Goes down. And Schmeichel couldn't prevent the corner. I think it's Chelsea's first of the second half. Lovely football here from the home team. And now Manchester United have got to worry about Desai amongst others. Schmeichel hesitates, but in front of him, Ronnie Jansson dealt with the danger. Manchester United have possession. Giggs, lovely touch, brought down as well by Dubry. Neville, Beckham. Second half, for my money, not as good as the first. More of a stalemate. And a chance now for Di Matteo and Petrescu. Ferrer scurrying forward in support. But he played the wrong ball. Easy for me to say from up here, I know, but had he spotted Ferrer sprinting down the right, that was surely the ball that was on. Here's Nicky Butt for Manchester United. Neville. Beckham. Sheringham in the box. Dubry meets it first. Now Nicky Butt. And again, Leboeuf with another vital interception. Fabiano leaves it to Lascelles. Flo brought down by Yapstam. Had to be a free kick despite United's complaints. It's so tight, this game. It really is. It's going to be hard to see more than one goal in it. Referee, give him credit, has done very sensibly tonight. He's let the game flow. So's free kick. Decent one. Stam got up well, but it's come out to Petrescu. Giggs got it away, but it's a Chelsea corner kick. Leboeuf makes his way forward. Dubry's already there, and Desai. All in a line there. And it was Beckham who got it clear. Beckham in possession again. It's a great run by Beckham, brought down by Leboeuf, who's just been yellow carded. And he could be in trouble here, Leboeuf. The Chelsea players realise that. He's being called over. I don't know whether the referee's just going to tell him off. If it's more than a telling off, then obviously he's dismissed. He's had warnings, he's had a yellow card, and he's got away with it. And it was a pretty obvious pull as well. I think he's been a lucky man there, Frank Leboeuf, for my money. I praised the referee moments ago, I have to say. I think he was very lenient then, and clearly those United players do as well. Well, many officials would have dismissed Leboeuf for that offence, or at least would have yellow carded him, which effectively would have been a dismissal in his case. 12 minutes to go, the usual hint of refereeing controversy, which seems to be contained in every game. Desailly heads it clear. Neville playing it back in. And again, De Hoy opts to punch. Di Matteo gets it clear. United coming back strongly in the second half. De Hoy's decision-making has been excellent tonight, to be fair, because each time he's punched it, he's got it right. Not sure Mr. Riley got it right in that incident involving Frank Leboeuf. Here's Beckham. Neville. Cole. Lasseau. It's a good ball, Babayaro. He didn't really need to hit it first time. Goal kick. Dewberry. Here's Giggs. And the challenge by Giggs was a tough one, certainly, and so was that. The header away by Stan. Now Keane, and Keane's given it away here to Petrescu, and Petrescu finds Zola! How did that not go in? He can't believe it either. Well, it was a mistake rather than a moment of quality, which seemed to be about to produce the first goal. But Schmeichel just did enough to get a touch on that ball and knock it behind for a corner, which Zola himself takes, and the ball headed behind for another corner. Just did enough, Schmeichel, didn't he? I really thought that was going to be the breakthrough. Zola again. Schmeichel with a great catch. Came and claimed it in a crowd of players there. Well, he's had his critics this season, the big goalkeeper, but not tonight. He's done everything faultlessly. Here's Beckham. Keane. Cole. Nicky Butt. Knocked away by Babayaro. Just to confirm the final score from Ellen Road in the night's other Premiership match. Leeds United 2, Wimbledon 2. Excellent away draw there for Wimbledon. Keeps them riding high in the top of the table. Neville's throw in. And Nicky Butt's miss-hit shot. Giggs is there. Given away to Keane. Butt, Neville. Beckham ahead of him. Leboeuf gets it clear. One goal now would surely be the winner. 8 minutes remaining. A case of who dares wins at this late stage. Flo gets it through to Zola at the second attempt. Neville did well. There's been some superb defending by both teams tonight. Neville has been one of those who's been outstanding. Sheringham. Nicky Butt turns it forward. Now to Saeed. Babayaro. Flo has had a much quieter second half. And the challenge by Beckham wins it back for United. Good tackle then. Di Matteo on Sheringham, and the ball has gone out for a United throw. Neville. Sheringham. Good header. Beckham hits it in early. Giggs is on the far post and turns it back into the danger area. Leboeuf gets it away. Here's Irwin. Tense here at Stamford Bridge. All the players knowing that a mistake now could be crucial, could throw away the match. Here's Beckham. It's a good ball, and suddenly Andy Cole sprints clear. Two players closed him down immediately, and it was Dubry's challenge that was the key one to get it away. Down on the touchline, Bjarne Goldbeck, the Danish player, midfield player who joined Chelsea earlier this season, seems to be getting ready to come on as Neville hurls one in, and De Hoy again punches clear well. Keane for Manchester United, going for it now. Neville plays it in, Leboeuf's clearance, and all the late pressure from Manchester United. Well, if Chelsea had the better of the first half, and it's not really an if, they most definitely did, then it is Manchester United who've been the better team for me in the second half, and it sums up how little there is between these two sides. And a draw, at the moment, I would say, would be the fair and just result in this game. There's still time for a winner into the last 5 minutes. Keane. Neville. It's a foul. Desai knocked him over and might regret that. It's a very good position for the Manchester United free kick. Beckham or Giggs will swing this one in. It's Giggs this time, and it's away by Lasso. Neville wins it back. Now Dennis Irwin. Keane played it against the nearest Chelsea man, Desai. And the throw taken early, Sheringham. Lasso's clearance. Nicky Butt picks it up for Manchester United, who've done so well in the second half, without ever really seriously threatening Chelsea's goal, it has to be said, but maybe they will now. Andy Cole, and he fouled Frank Leboeuf. To his relief, Chelsea get a free kick. Well, I think Aston Villa will be very happy if the scoreline stays as it is now. Not for anything else, of course, it means that they would remain on top of the Premiership. But also, if two of the biggest rivals effectively drop a couple of points each, that will suit them nicely. It's not over yet, though. Keane. Irwin. Cole. Chelsea have it back. Desai. Good ball. Babayaro. Now Zola. Babayaro again. This is Desai. Ferrer. Good ball. Flo's got away from his man. And wins the corner off Ronnie Johnson. Well, as they say in five-a-side training matches, next goal the winner. And it surely will be. 3 minutes only to go. There's a little bit of stoppage time. Goldbeck is about to come on here for Chelsea, and he's going to take the place of Graham Lasso. Sure, it's no reflection on Lasso. He's had a splendid match. Come on, he says, as Goldbeck takes his place. showing a good team spirit there. I always hate to see players throwing a moody when they're taken off. None of that from Rousseau. And a free header there for Desailly on the edge of the 6-yard box. Unfortunately for Chelsea, he couldn't direct it goalwards. Manchester United will be concerned about their marking or lack of it. Gets it away. Flo, a little nudge on Flo, and has given Chelsea a free kick. Well, just as in the first half, remarkably for such a fiercely contested match, we haven't had a sight of either of the physios. There hasn't been an injury, so I would have doubt that there would be much stoppage time. There haven't been too many substitutions either. So I wouldn't think there's going to be too much added time here as we move into the last minute. Zola. Flo. Could be one of Chelsea's final attacks this. And they've earned a corner. Heart in the mouth time for Manchester United. A Chelsea corner in the last minute of normal time. There'll only be a minute added, as I suspected. Very little. We're nearing the end of this crucial match at Stamford Bridge. The corner floated high. And again, it was a Chelsea man that won it. But again, Manchester United defended well, and they break with Cole, but not for long. Goldback. Petrescu. Time running out for that critical winning goal now. Ferrer, Caballero. Chelsea forced to concede the throw deep inside their own half. Stoppage time being played, and only a minute of it, remember. 0-0 the score, and they've let Sheringham get clear on the throw. Caballero had to clear that to prevent a corner. Stam wins the header, and you just wonder now whether that's it, really. Although there are still seconds remaining, I suspect nobody wants to take a gamble, take a chance at this stage. And as I mentioned earlier, I think a draw is a fair result, but Manchester United look for a winner here, and suddenly Ryan Giggs is in space and hits it. Oh, De Hoy could have had an embarrassment then as he let the ball slip from the first real shot in anger that he's faced in the game, ironically. Could have been a really embarrassing moment, but he was trying to pretend he knew what he was doing. And there is the final whistle, and the same result as when these two teams met a fortnight ago at Old Trafford. Only the scoreline different this time. It was 1-1 then, 0-0 tonight. And after a first half in which Chelsea played outstandingly well, and Zola had a couple of chances, as did Flo, Schmeichel and Manchester United enjoyed the better part of the second half. Zola again had the best chance when he was through one-on-one with the United goalkeeper, who just did enough to deflect it behind for a corner. It's a good result for Aston Villa, and Arsenal and all the others with intent on the championship. It's not a great result, I suppose, in a way, for either of these teams, but at least they can say, well, we've met twice now, and neither of us has lost. At least for Manchester United, there is the satisfaction of moving above Arsenal on a goal difference. But Chelsea failed to unseat Aston Villa as the Premiership leaders. The final score at Stamford Bridge: Chelsea 0, Manchester United 0.